This CNN podcast is brought to you by Johnson & Johnson. At Johnson & Johnson, we believe nursing is the essence of caring.
Hello and welcome to CNN Absurd. I'm Jared. It's been a while since I skipped you.
Hey, it's that guy from HLN. What's his face? That is journalism. That is real journalism. Right there. You are a journalist. I am not.
Very happy.
Hello and welcome to CNN's News of the Absurd. I'm Jared Bellini, and yes, it's been a while since we last came to you with a fresh episode. I've been traveling in South Africa, and Paul's been waiting. But we're back, and this week we wanted to show that we still love you. So come here, give Jared a little hug and a kiss. Come on, put some schmutz in my punum, come on. I mean, after all, this woman gave this dog mouth to mouth.
Very happy.
Krishna Torres was just hanging out at a barbecue in a friend's backyard. Food was being served, and the kids had secured Chicky the Chihuahua to a swing set so she couldn't get loose. And I assure you, she didn't get loose.
We tied them up with those laces that stretch out, and we blocked both entrances with chairs.
And it worked! Chicky did not run into the street, but she did manage to hang herself.
I had a quick thought, well, I should check on the dogs, and then I saw my dog hanging right about right here. And I felt like this horrible feeling.
But that was just the coleslaw. Ooh. Luckily, Torres heard the girl's screams and sprang into action.
Krishna just saw her on the floor, picked her up, and just started breathing mouth to mouth, putting her fingers in me.
Very happy.
Chicky started breathing again and was later given a clean bill of health from the vet. All thanks to the unconditional love of a friend.
Very happy.
Now, this next story of unconditional love may come off as rather questionable, but if you ask this mother of 6, she'll tell you that she's only doing what needs to be done to look after her children, even if that means naming her next child Captain Stinky Face McNerdington.
I've been praying real hard every day.
LaVon Drummond says her husband recently left her high and dry with baby number 7 on the way. So clearly she needed some money.
It just came to me to try something different. I did not expect any type of response.
And by different, she decided to auction off her baby's legal first name on eBay. The bid starting at $150. Quickly, this wild story spread throughout Smackover, Arkansas, because God knows there's nothing else happening there.
Oh my gosh. It's cool because she needs the money. She probably needs the money for the baby.
Eventually, eBay pulled the initial auction and several more attempts after that. So I guess I'll never get a chance to pony up some cash for Captain Stinky Face McNerdington. Of course, to some townspeople, it's just as well.
I think she ought to go ahead and give that baby up for adoption if that's all the care she has for that child.
So finally, speaking of the unconditional love that comes with adoption, we end with Angelina Jolie. Well, not really Angelina Jolie, that would be awesome, but a statue of Angelina Jolie. Well, not just any statue, it's a special statue. Because in this one, she's breastfeeding. Please, sing it with me. I believe when I fall in love with you, it will be forever. I believe when I fall in love this time, it will be forever. Yes, it's a breastfeeding Angelina Jolie statue, and it's a special gift for the Sooner State.
I think it's awesome. I think that women should be able to breastfeed in public without having to worry about it. So I'm really proud that something like this is coming to Oklahoma.
The artist agrees, and he'd like to see his statue go from the gallery right to a public space. And just for the record, my house is now a public space.
Putting the statue out in public just metaphorically speaking, would represent public breastfeeding. I mean, and so it needs to be in public.
Of course, not everyone agrees.
It's for adult eyes only, I believe.
A woman breastfeeding twins is a very natural thing to do, but since it's her personally, I don't like it.
Pros and cons aside, here's where the story just gets uber weird. The statue is just one part of something much bigger called the Brangelina Project, a collaboration that will also include a newly constructed home inspired by the celebrity couple. I now yield the remainder of this segment to an enlightening explanation.
Trying to bring back the ideals of what a home is, you know, home sweet home.
Well, that's all for this edition of News of the Absurd. I'm Jarrett Bellini, and remember, no matter what, Paul and I will always love you. Now come here, give Jared a big hug and a kiss. Come on, put some more schmutz onto my pudding. Oh, we're twittering.
Let's head on over to Melissa Long with the 3 things that you need to know this hour. Did you see that video that we just played?
No, I missed that. Actually, there's a bit of a commotion in the studio, so I've been engaged in that conversation.
What's going on in there, Melissa?
Oh, we have our team, our friends here, Jared Bellini and Paul Chase. They're enjoying their work as we're working as well.
Wherever they go, they cause a commotion. Well, in any case, we were playing police officers inside a suspect's home, but they were caught on tape. The officers were playing Nintendo Wii.
Oh, yes, we did have that story this morning. I'm sure a lot of people are writing in about that story.